at home, we want to get into a story that we've been following for the better part of a week, and that is the latest stabbing on Cat's light rail, the Blue Line specifically. So Mecklenburg County court records show a man who was the victim in that stabbing was arrested on Wednesday. Kenyon Doby, 24 years old, faces charges of assault, serious bodily injury, assault on a pregnant woman, assault on a female, domestic violence, and 3 counts of communicating threats. As this news came out prior to this, we learned as we were digging into the stabbing on the light rail that Kenyon Doby has a GoFundMe page. And it brought up some questions, some interesting questions in our morning meeting. Megan Bragg is here joining us, verifying. Speaking in general, right?
Yeah, especially because some people are wondering, what can he use that money for? Because now he has a $2 million bail. So people are just wondering if it's going to be used for what it was intended for, which was the medical costs associated to that stabbing on the light rail. So we went straight to GoFundMe, and we really dove into their campaigns, rules and regulations, and what people are allowed to do and not do. And basically, you have to be 18 or older to have a campaign on there. You can pretty much campaign for anything as long as it's appropriate. And you have to be the person who's in charge of it. Like, you can't be, well, you can have someone else be like, hey, this person's sick, whatever.
Yeah.
But that money would go to the person who is in charge of it. And there are a few things so that we did look at on if that money has to go for the intended purpose. The intended purpose would be in the description or the title of where they're sending it to. He said his stabbing wounds, medical costs, that's what that would go for. And GoFundMe says if they receive the funds and they use it for a different reason, that violates their terms and services, and this can result in removal of the campaign, consequences to the person, possibly civil or criminal consequences, being banned from the platform, and donors are actually covered by GoFundMe site. So if they want a refund, they can fill out a form asking GoFundMe for the refund.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You can get it? Okay.
Yeah. So I think they have that refund for up to a year of getting it back. There is a place on the website that you can go and request a refund for whatever reason. So there are ways people can get their money back. I know that his GoFundMe is up to $109,000. He only requested $25,000. So well past his goal, which he could keep all that money. And I saw too, someone on there donated $10,000 to him. So there's a lot of people donating, and so he would have to use those funds for his medical costs.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. And again, you just don't think about it because we, from my memory, like GoFundMe, maybe like a little over 10 years ago is when we really started seeing these GoFundMe campaigns, and you just don't think about it. You think the money's raised, you can use it for anything.
No, it really has to go towards the intended purpose that you put it down for. So, like, I'm sure he's going to continue having issues, when you're hurt like that. So in the future, using it for medical costs and stuff like that, absolutely. So that is what it's used for. Now, how do we know how they spend that money? I'm not really sure how they investigate that. I'm sure that there could become claims and whatever, and then GoFundMe can look into that. But they didn't really get into detail on how they would investigate how they're spending that money. So that's the only caveat for it.
Interesting. When can folks check out your story?
They can check it out at 4:00 today.
All right, Meg, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, absolutely.